Welcome everybody to another episode of the Apartment Geek Weekly. Hope everybody's doing awesome, and I'm real excited. I changed my scenery on my backdrop here to Bali, Indonesia. I'm actually going on Tuesday for a kind of a short trip. I mean, it's an 8-day trip, but I haven't been back since 2008, so I'm really excited to go over there, do some exploring and surfing in 82-degree water as opposed to 58-degree water in San Diego. This week's topic is pretty cool. It's how to efficiently turn over a unit so you lose as little downtime as possible when a tenant gives you a 30-day notice to move out. And I asked for topics from viewers and people watching, which I love getting, by the way. Any kind of comments or suggestions is really cool. Greg Klomenzer, who's actually my business coach and he owns some apartments, suggested that I talk about this. There's a lot of inefficiency that I see in the industry and people that just really kind of wing it. The tenant moves out and then they start getting their contractors over to do work or clean the unit, and then they put it on Zillow or the other sites to do advertisement. And there's lost time down there, and I'm guilty of this too. So I've had units down for 1, 2, 3 weeks because of kind of poor planning. So this is an interesting idea. When you sign up a new tenant and you have a lease, so say it's a 12-month lease, you put automatic extension language in the lease. Now you have to do this with larger font language, and it's got to be, I think, bolded out so that it's legally binding. But the lease at the end of 12 months automatically renews. The tenant has like a window basically where they can like cancel it. But then what you're trying to do here is not necessarily lock the tenant into a lease. That would be frankly misleading. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. The key here is to have a little bit of a leverage point. When the tenant says they're going to move out, you say, yeah, you know, your lease has automatically extended, and I'll work with you on that and waive that if you give me access to the unit before your move out date. That's the gold nugget, is getting access to the unit, because then you can hold an open house, you can put the unit on for rent and have people come over, prospective tenants. You can get contractors over there to assess remodel work if you're going to do a remodel and raise that unit rent up a whole nother notch. If it's a fluff and fold, then you just kind of figure out what you need to do to clean it up. So that's an interesting tip. It's thinking outside the box, which I'm all about, and kind of being creative as a landlord. And so any suggestions or I guess opinions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. I love hearing from everybody. And until next time, the Apartment Geek is out, and we'll be surfing in Bali soon. So I hope to hear from you and talk to you later. Thanks.